Hello friends, welcome back to our channel. This is Dnyanakashiacademy. First, we are introducing the Maharashtra board syllabus, 6th class, chapter 2, angles. Before we discussing about this video, if first time visit my channel, please subscribe and bell icon to the next way. Then basic important definition here about and angles. Angles, we consider the first important definitions are an oral work. First one is a zero angle. What is mean by zero angle? Like these questions are arise. That's why we need to discuss about all about angles. Zero angle. What say about zero angle? An angle whose measure is 0 degree is called as a zero angle. Here the two arms of an angle coincide with each other. Consider AB is one line segment and BC is another line segment. These two angles are coincide each other. That's why this one is a zero angle. And next one is acute angle. What is mean by acute angle? An angle whose measure are greater than 0 but less than 90 is called as an acute angle. In the figure, measure angle PQR is a 40 degree. It is an acute angle. See here, QR is a one line segment and QP is another line segment. These two line segments are joining vertex is Q and angle is 40 degree. This one is 40 degree above 0 degree and below 90 degree. This angle we called as a acute angle. Next one is a right angle. What is mean by right angle? Right angle, it means an whose angle measure exactly 90 degree is called as a right angle. In a figure, measure angle LMN is a 90 degree. It is a right angle. See here, MN is a line segment and LM is another line segment. These two lines are joining vertex is M. In joining vertex of an angle is exactly 90 degree. This angle we called as a right angle. And next one is obtuse angle. What is mean by obtuse angle? Obtuse angle, it means an angle whose measure greater than 90 degree but less than 180 degree is called an obtuse angle. In the figure, measure of angle ABC is 110 degree. It is an obtuse angle. See here, BC is a one line segment, AB is a one another line segment. These two line rays are coinciding vertex is B. In angle is 110 degree. This angle is greater than 90 degree and less than 180 degree. That's why this is obtuse angle. Another one is angle is straight angle. What is mean by straight angle? Straight angle, an angle whose measure is exactly 180 degree is called as a straight angle. In a figure, measure XYZ is a 180 degree. It is a straight angle. YZ is a one line segment and XY is another line segment. These two lines are exactly a measure. We consider YZ and YX. Here angle is exactly 180 degree. This angle we called as a straight angle. Then sixth one is a reflex angle. What is meant by reflex angle? An angle whose measure is greater than 180 degree but less than 360 degree is called as a reflex angle. In a figure, measure of angle PDF. Angle PDF is a 230 degree. It is a reflex angle. Next one, last one is complete angle. What is meant by complete angle? An angle whose measure exactly 360 degree is called as a complete angle. Here, arm up, complete one around. See here, a straight angle, a zero angle also like this. But one rays exactly coincided with the another line without any moving. But here, OD is exactly one place and OH is moving around one circle like this. That's why this angle is a complete degree. Complete angle. Complete angle is 360 degree. Okay, all are the basic definition and important definition on angles. Next one is workbook solution part 1. Can you recall? Okay, all of you recall we observed a daily day in a watch. Watch is exactly sometime 90 degree and sometime acute angle, sometime obtuse angle. Okay, this watch is now obtuse angle because of less than 180 degree, more than 90 degree. That's why the watch is and showing the type of angle is obtuse angle. Obtuse angle. The next one is showing the scissor. Scissor is made by an angle. This one is, and then next one you identify to try which angle is there. This third one is acute angle and acute angle. Second one is you try to and answer, give me a comment section. Then going to next second one, complete the following table. What is there in table? Please observe angle, name of the angle. See the figure, write the name of angle. PYR. Which angle? This is an acute angle. This is an acute angle. And vertex of the angle. What is the vertex of angle? YR is a one ray and YP is another ray. These two lines are coinciding point we called as a vertex. What is the name of the vertex of angle? Y. Okay. Y is a vertex. Arm of an angle. What is the YR is a one arm and YP is a another arm. Arms of angle is YR and YP. And next one is LMN. This is an LMN. This angle is a also acute angle. And acute angle. Vertex of the angle is M. M is a vertex. Then arm of the angles is MN and LN are the arms of angles. Then next one is right angle. The right angle. The right angle and vertex of the angle is O. O is the vertex. Next one is arm of the angle. Arm of the angle is OS and OB. Okay, this is a solution for second one. We are going to discuss in next. Match the following here. Match the following 180 degree. What we state, what we called as 180 degree. Already we discussing about definition of 180 degree. What is the name of 140 degree? What is the name? Okay, we are going to match the following here. And 180 degree is a option B is a correct answer. straight angle because this angle is exactly 180 degree. That's why we call it as a straight angle. Then 240 degree. What is the name of 240 degree? 240 degrees is greater than straight angle and less than complete angle. That's why this angle we called as a reflex angle. A reflex angle. Okay, next one 360 degree. 360 degrees complete one circle here. That's why we called as a 360 is a complete angle. Complete angle. And then 0 degree. 0 degree we called as a zero angle. Okay, zero angle. This is the solution for second one. Match the following. We are going to discuss about third question. Next one is third question. The measure of the some angles are given below. Write the type of each angle. Okay, 190 degree. 190 degree is a type of angle is this 180 degrees are more than 180 degree. That's why we called as a reflex angle. Okay, reflex angle. Then next one 35 degree. 35 degree we call as an acute angle because of greater than 0 less than 90 degree. That's why we called as a acute angle. 360 degree we called as a complete angle. Complete angle. Then next one is 133 degree. 133 degree is a greater than 90 degree less than 180 degree. That's why we called as a this angle is an obtuse angle. Obtuse angle. Okay, next fifth one is 170 degree. 170 degree is less than 180 degree and greater than 90 degree. That's why 170 degree we called as a obtuse angle. And obtuse angle. Then next one is 0 degree. 0 degree we call as a zero angle. 0 degree is a zero angle. Next 90 degree. 90 degree we call as a the right angle. The right angle. Next 180 degree is a straight angle. 180 degree is a straight angle. Okay. Next we are going to discuss in a fourth question. Fourth question, what is there? Observe the figure and write the type of each of the angle. Okay, observe the figure, you write the type of angle. What is this? This one is more than 90 degree, less than 180 degree. That's why this angle we called as an obtuse angle. An obtuse angle. Okay, second one figure is type of angle is the right angle. The right angle. Third one is this angle is less than 90 degree and more than 0 degree. That's why we call as an acute angle. An acute angle. Next fourth one is like this. This one is there is no any arrow mark. That's why we called as a zero angle. Zero angle. If you have a like this arrow mark present on the single ray, that is complete angle, but there is no ratios in here. There is no arrow mark here. That's why we write the 0 angle. This one is a straight angle. Straight angle because of this angle is exactly 180 degree. That's why we call as a straight angle. Next one is here two rays are coincide each other. This arrow mark is here. That's why we call it as a complete angle. Complete angle. Next, fifth question is use a protractor to draw the angle of measures 55 degree, 120 and 90 and 30 and write the type of each angle. Okay, we first angle we measure 55 degree. We take a 55 degree. First you draw the one line segment like this. First you draw the one line segment like this. You take any measurement here. After you draw the one line segment, must and should you write the name of line segment like this AB, and using the protractor measure the 55 degree. See here, all of you see here carefully, because of first we read the inner scale of the protractor. Inner scale of the protractor. Okay, sometimes we read the outer scale of the protractor. When we draw the triangle, we draw the given angles. Given in a one triangle, we given two angles. One side we read the inner scale and other side we read the outer scale. That possible way we measure the outer scale, but in this question we must read the inner scale of the protractor. This inner scale of the protractor, a midpoint is here. This midpoint is exactly overlap on the A point. Okay, exactly overlap on the A point. Now we read the inner scale of the protractor. Inner scale of the protractor measure the 55 degree. See here, this one is 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. 50 here and 5 here. 50 exactly here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 measure here. Mark the point here. Mark the point here. That mark we join with the A. We join with the A. This point we called as a C. Okay, this angle, what is the name of this angle? This is 55 degree. 55 degrees greater than 0 and less than 90 degree. This angle we called as an acute angle. An acute angle. Okay. Next one is 120 degree. First we draw the one line segment. First we draw the one line segment like this. You take any measurement. You take any measurement. Write the name of the line segment AB. I put on the protractor on A point. Measure the 120 degree. Okay, this one is 90 degree. This is 100, 110, 120. Mark the line here. 120 here. I mark the line here and join these two lines like this. Join these two lines like this. Okay, this one is the angle. How much? 120 degree. 120 degree is greater than 90 degree and less than 180 degree. That's why this angle we called as an obtuse angle. Next one is 90 degree. 90 degree we draw now. First we measure. First we take a one line segment like this. First we take a one line segment like this. We draw any line segment, any measurement. That line segment is denoted as a capital A and B, and put on the protractor on A point. I measure the 90 degree, exactly 90 degree here. Now I join the A point like this. Okay, this is C, this is B. This angle is exactly 90 degree. This angle we called as the right angle. The right angle. Next one is 30 degree. 30 degree. We draw the one line segment. We draw the one line segment. This line segment A and B, and put on the protractor on A. We take a measurement 30 degree. We must read inner scale of the protractor 10, 20, 30 here. Now I point, this point is C, join with the A. This is exactly 30 degree. See here, angle is 30 degree. This angle is more than 0 degree and less than 90 degree. That's why this angle we called as an acute angle. An acute angle. Okay, this is our first part of angle we draw. First concept we learn about acute angle, complete angle, obtuse angle, right angle. How to measure, how to identify the angle, what is the name of the different type of angles we are learn in this class like this. And after class we are discussing about next concept of construction, how to construct the angle, and bisector we discussing next class, in this class like this. And thank you for watching, and subscribe and like bell icon to the next way, and share. And if you have any questions, please comment on the comment box. Thank you for watching.